Neo Geo, Neo Geo.
Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade. Bang, clang, drink. The machines never fade. Neon lights buzz in the haze. Joystick dreams in pixel mazes. Fingers dance, electric craze. You win, you lose, the screen displays. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Arcade. Pinball clatters, jackpot rings, 8-bit world where power springs. Twitches hum, the chaos sings, forever young on timeless wings. Press start to play. The night won't decay. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade.
Hello and welcome to the Retro Legends Arcade. We've had a great week of gaming. Hello, active pinball and arcade gamers. Hello, Neo Geo fans. Speaking of Neo Geo fans, we have someone we'd like to warmly welcome to the show, the one and only StepsTurbo. Welcome to the show.
Neo Geo! Neo
Welcome
Geo!
back. Neo Geo is where it's at. man.
You
Look at
can't, people are like, why are you here again? And then the truth of the matter is I'm just wanting to be really excited to talk about Neo Geo.
Man, the Neo Geo, how much excitement. I mean, it's just an exciting time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, welcome to the stream. My friend Kristen told me about this. Good to see you. Good to see you. We got Drew here letting out a woo. All right. Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the Retro Legends Arcade Show. Streaming on Saturday today. Very exciting. Very exciting. It's been a big week for Neo Geo news steps. It's been a big week. We're gonna start with the lead story. You ready? Just want to jump right in.
Let's go.
Let's go. Here we go. Let me add this to my stage. Hold on. Okay, the big story is this video. We're just going to do a live reaction to it as we play through it, okay? Now, the good thing is that Neo Geo is actually coming out, and they're actually saying something, okay? But let's see what they revealed in the 10 things people want to know about Neo Geo, right? So let's take a look. You watched this video already, Steps? I know you did because you
I had it on my stream. What's on, man? If you don't know, Papa Brad's got he's got a show. I think he's gonna have it on Saturday nights. I have a pirate themed Neo Geo show with my co-host Zod Rider on Fridays.
On Friday nights. That's right.
Fridays. Right now we've been rolling at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. A lot of people are watching it, not live, and that's fine. You watch it live, you can watch it not live. Yeah. And if you're live, you get to interact with the audience. It's a fun time. And you can't beat talking about Neo Geo, having a pirate theme.
About arcade games, yep.
It's a good time, man.
And
but I got a lot to say about this.
Yeah, this show will roll once a week, and it will roll either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, depending on when I have content ready, because I don't like to do a show without content. We got a massive, look at this, Moto Linux gifted 10 Papa Brad gaming memberships. 10! Thank you so much. We're going to have to give you a quick little super chat video. And I'm not used to getting super chats. Thank you so much. That's so kind. That's so kind. He's got a great channel, Steps. I don't know if you checked out the video.
I did check out his channel.
Speaking of Moto Linux, by the way, let me just give him another shout out here. He actually made his own Neo Geo controller all by himself, like from scratch, like everything. He made the case. I think he bought the buttons, but he has a great video. So go check out his channel. It's awesome. I'm subscribed to it, and I think if you want to see some good videos, some new videos on Neo Geo, he's putting out some pretty cool stuff. This is for you, bud.
Neo Geo, Neo Geo. 4 white buttons and 2 joysticks. Neo Geo, Neo Geo. Cool red cabinet, name that bitch. Neo Geo, Neo Geo. 4 white buttons and 2 joysticks. Neo Geo, Neo Geo. Cool red cabinet, name that bitch.
All right. Here we go, Steps.
Hello everybody, I'm Nemir Merli and I'm the Senior Product Marketing Manager at Plaion Replay Global. And I'm here today to answer 10 of the most frequently asked questions.
Okay, so 10 of the most frequently asked questions, Steps. 10. Count them, 10. 10.
About the Neo Geo AES Plus. Okay, so the first question is the Neo Geo AES Plus officially licensed by SNK? The simple answer is yes. The console, the accessories, all the games are officially licensed. It is the fruit of a collaboration between SNK and Plaion Replay. So,
first of all, let's look at it. Can we see underneath it? Can you see underneath it?
See underneath the console. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Is there a
I see little ventilation marks.
I see the size of that cartridge. I mean, just to be able to buy this again is exciting. I never had a Neo Geo. It was always outside of my reach.
Do you know if it comes with a power supply?
I have a feeling we might find out.
Okay, all right.
But some of this, I feel like a lot of these questions were like in the press release or in when you go look up the product. A lot of these were clearly spelled out. There are a few gems hidden in here, but I like to just look at the stuff in the background. Look at all the physical boxes of the games.
Look how big the cartridge is.
Look how big the cartridge. I mean, just think how awesome that's going to be sitting by your CRT television, ready to play these games in a classic way, like from back in the 90s.
Do you have a CRT? Do you play games on?
I have an Atari. What do you think? I mean, yeah,
I would go with yes. TV. That's good, man. I do too, and
I put up a short of me playing the Neo Geo game we're playing this week, and I started with a focus on my CRT, which is one of my Dreamcasts is connected to the CRT as well. So I had the Dreamcast playing some. Dreamcast had a lot of good Neo Geo games.
Neo Geo.
I love that song. Keith Applecary, man, he is awesome. What a great content creator. So
there you go. Yes, officially licensed by SNK. Okay, second question is about the analog AV output. A lot of people have been asking about that. So as you know, the Neo Geo AES Plus features an HDMI output, so you can plug it to your regular modern TVs, but it also features an analog AV output for you CRTs enthusiasts out there. So you can plug into your old TVs, and these outputs in RGB with stereo sound. Now,
I had a question though, Steps. Right here was the opportunity to let us know. Does it come with the adapter to plug it into your CRT TV? Does it come with a cable, the proper kind of cable to connect it to a CRT TV? Like, what I'm talking about? Like,
does it come with an HDMI cable?
Does it only come with an HDMI?
Does it even come with an HDMI cable? Does it even?
I would not be worried about the HDMI cable because I can provide that myself. But I mean, the cable that goes. I've never had a Neo Geo, but the cable that goes from the console to the AV output on an old school television? Does it come with that? And does it come with a component, or is it, what's the one where it's just the yellow by itself?
I would assume since they haven't announced an additional accessory to buy, that's probably included, but you're right.
In the box. You know something funny? Speaking about stuff that's included in the box, I ordered this joystick called the Octopus. I kickstarted this joystick project for the super high-end joystick Steps. Get this. The connector to connect it to the Neo Geo console was shipped inside the box. Like they expected people just to hook this up to the Neo Geo. So I already have all the connectors for it. I couldn't believe it. I just looked in the box and I had everything I need to hook up my Octopus to this Neo Geo. And I don't even have the console yet, but I already got my my favorite joystick is already set to work.
Clark, I really need to know. It's killing me. I need to know. We need the answer to this question.
Wait a minute, Steps. Let me know. Is this really a Neo Geo? Let me know. That was the first question. Is this really the Neo Geo? I think it is, right? That was the first question.
Do the games include a manual?
Third question. Do the games include a manual?
Dude, how many times have you watched this? You know the order of the questions. That's pretty good, Steph.
No,
yes.
You have the
all 10 games that will be launching together with the console will be including a manual inside the box.
I wonder, is the manual going to be the size of the box, or is it going to be a little tiny thing? It'd be cool if it was big.
No, they're a little small. They were really. They're a little bit smaller than the actual size of the box.
You know, I know, Steps. You're out with this. But one thing that I always loved. Oh my God, sacrilege! But it's Evercade. One thing I really love about Evercade. One thing, first of all, it's physical media, but they also give you the manual, and usually sometimes they give you some goodies as well. But you always get a little color manual. And this has like all the games. There's Metal Slug, but it has, just some pictures. They put like all the moves for all the fighters if they include a fighting game. But I don't know. I'm kind of a fan of having these manuals again. How about you, Steps?
This is a manual for a Matrix piece of exercise equipment. Just love the smell of a nice manual. Love having a manual.
But video games have the opportunity to give you like extra content. Like if you're buying the fighting game, how nice would it be just to have something with all the moves?
Look at this. Moto and Where's Jago answered the question about the AV cables.
I'm glad they're here. I'm glad they're here to help me. A power supply and HDMI cable are included according to the what's included section. Thank you, Moto Linux. Where's Jago says HDMI cables included. AV out cable is listed as included. Is not listed. So where do you get something like that from?
Depends on what the connections look like on the back of the console.
So here we go. 10 questions answered, but more questions open up, don't they? It's like it's like a Pandora's box of like this Evercade cartridge. So the Pandora's box is opening.
Will the Neo Geo play Evercade cartridge?
I don't think it'll play Evercade cartridges. This is a whole different league. This is the big baller league for home arcade stuff. But speaking of Evercade, I just wanted to show one more thing, Steps. That is the limited edition Neo Geo.
It's worth 120 now, probably.
It's worth 120.
Is it?
But this has, I'm just saying, like, as far as like our contest, we don't care how you play the games for the Retro Legends Arcade. It's all about having fun, enjoying the games. But I can't wait to have this this new original hardware that I've never been able to have. And I'm gonna put one in each of my arcade rooms.
So William, just so you're caught up on what's going on, is they're re-releasing the Neo Geo console. Most people in the home never owned one because when they were out in the 90s, they were $600 for the console, $250 for the game. It was a luxury item. A lot of nerds are really excited because they're bringing back the system with real cartridges and they're affordable. So that's
we like to do here on Retro Legends Arcade. We like to show, not tell. So here's a quick show of what they're releasing. There you go. Some good-looking hardware. Let's see what the next question is answered.
Question still about the games. Are the games region free? I am pleased to say that all games for the Neo Geo AES Plus are indeed region free. So regardless whether you buy, the international version, the Japanese version, they will work on any version of the console. Okay.
So from what I understand from just studying the history, I've been studying this stuff a lot. I'm sure you have been too, Steps. But the cartridges apparently had all the versions of the game on them originally. So it's going to be the same way. It's going to have the Japanese version, the English version. By the way, you're getting a compliment here from Moto Lennox. He says, your guest Neo Geo t-shirt is awesome, by the way.
It is. It's pretty damn cool, isn't it?
Yeah. And I have not successfully gotten an Amazon link to work yet, Steps. So I do have a link for the t-shirt. If you want the t-shirt, I do have the black t-shirt in the description. Hopefully I get an Amazon link one of these days, but I haven't got one yet. Have you got one? How's your Amazon going?
My Amazon?
Yeah, your affiliates. I know you did affiliates too.
I don't pay attention to how well they do. I just put up stuff that I think is cool for people.
So do I.
And that's kind of how I roll. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it does. I just having a good time with it.
Yeah, I hear you.
But
fifth question, still staying on the games, which is a very hot topic, I understand. So, are the new games compatible with the old Neo Geo machine from the 90s? Very simple question with a very simple answer, which is yes. All the new games that we are re-releasing are fully compatible with the old machines from the 90s and vice versa. All the original old games will be compatible with the Neo Geo AES Plus. So, if you have an existing library at home, you will be able to play on the new machine.
Okay, so the question is, Steps.
yes.
They're saying everything that was original will work with this. The question really is, can you use that adapter to plug in an MVS card? Because the MVS cards are so much cheaper. Will that work? And then also, will flash cards work? I don't need to bring this up, but I mean, a lot of people are going to want to get a flash card or get an alternative way to play some of the games. And don't get me wrong, I'll still buy all the games I love. But, that's a question that I think a lot of people that I know that have talked about it have asked me, and we don't have any answers for that, right? So that's in my top 10 questions. Will an adapter work to play the original cartridges, the arcade cartridges? That's the MVS, right? So if they call the arcade cartridges?
The MVS arcade cartridges?
Yeah, there was an adapter they made.
There was an adapter you could.
And then my other question is, will the 161 cards and the other cards that were multi-cards, will they work with this? Is it that true to the original hardware?
I would assume that it would, since it sounds likely, but we don't know until somebody tries it, for sure, right? Because I don't think they want to answer that question, I
don't want to answer that question, but that is a question a lot of people have. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of people that have, I have a full arcade, but I'm saying I would like to know that question answered. So that's a question I have. I mean, I'm going to definitely be getting the games as well, but
what about
there's going to be games that you're not going to get, right? I mean, so
I want most of the games that they're releasing. I mean, there's maybe two that I'm like, there's one that I really don't care about, but like 8 of them I definitely want.
Okay, so he's going to tell us about the accessories. Well, wow, I like his hair. He's got some awesome hair. What do you think of that hair? That hair is pretty amazing, huh?
Yeah, he's got the rings and
it's got the rings. Let's watch the next part.
Accessories, again, asking about cross-compatibility between the old systems and the new system. Same deal as with the games. All the new accessories will be fully compatible with the old machines from the 90s and vice versa. All the original accessories, so your arcade sticks, game pads, memory cards, they are fully compatible with the new Neo Geo AES Plus. Question number 7. Can you use the wireless arcade stick with a wired connection?
Now, I got to ask this one a bunch, Steps. And apparently it said in the description, but I must have skipped over it when I read about it.
It was confusing, and this really clarified things, and this was the best question of the whole video.
I do agree. This was an important question for me because, I don't want any lag. These games are hard enough. These are real arcade games, so they don't hold your hand. They don't baby you. They're harder games to begin with. So I don't want any input lag. So let's see what he has to say.
Once again, yes, you can. So the wireless arcade stick will be usable wirelessly, of course, using this dongle.
I like this. Looks like a magic trick.
This is not quite the final version, but it will be exactly like this with a 15-pin connection, meaning you can also use it on your original Neo Geo.
So we got a question from Old School Game. He said these questions were kind of weak. I want to know, to be sure, there's going to be micro switches in the CD style pad and stick. I think they're going to try to make it as authentic to the original as possible. Everyone wants to know about the second batch, Steps. Everyone wants to know about the second batch. But, I'm assuming this was so successful, it's probably a given that there's going to be a second batch of games. What do you think?
Yes.
I mean, this has been so overwhelmingly successful that I can't see it not.
Yeah, they're going to be making games for this for a while.
They're going to be making. Will they have the second batch announced before the console releases or right when it releases? They'll be like, oh, you got the console? Here's 10 more games or here's 5 more
honestly,
games.
If it was my business, I think I would wait
till it's released.
I would wait till maybe a week after they were released. You know what I mean?
And these are so expensive too. I'm like, it would be better if they did like a trickle release. Like, don't release 10 of them at once. That's like $1,000, I mean, that's a lot of money.
They should release like one a month or something.
One a month or something like that.
Everybody would buy every single one that way.
Yeah, it would be like, it would be a slow trickle. I think they need for me, just because I'm poor. Now, if I was wealthy, I probably wouldn't care. If I was a rich man, I wouldn't care. But for me, I would prefer a slow trickle of games as opposed to a blast of like 10 of them at once, And we've already talked about our favorite games. Go back to 2 episodes ago when you were on. We both named our top 5 games. Do you remember what your top 5 were?
Those were 5 games that I was hopeful would come.
Yeah, just your hopeful for the next.
Yeah, sure I do. It's King of Fighters 98, and Super Dodgeball was on there, and Nightmare in the Dark was on there, Windjammers was on there. And I'm trying to remember what the other one was now.
I know I had Metal Slug 3 in my list. I had Samurai Showdown 2. I had Nightmare in the Dark as well. I think I said Neo. Did I say Mr. Do? I love Mr. Do. I love now I just realized that that's actually an arcade, but then I saw that it did come out on a cart for the home system. So, but I love that Mr. Do game. I think there's some other opportunities besides just, obviously the Neo Geo for fighting games is great. But I like a lot of those home art. When I went in an arcade, I always saw it every time I went up to the Big Red machine. Every single one I think I went to had Puzzle Bobble on it, and like some of these other games they have are really fun.
Do you have a clip of Nightmare in the Dark?
I did not have a clip of it. I'll get one for the next show. You can go on Steps Gaming channel, StepsTurbo channel, and on her top 5, she has a video of it. It's basically the Snow Bros, but with like a more gothic theme. Wouldn't you say it's a lot like Snow Bros?
Like Snow Brothers or Bubble Bobble, like Parasol Stars.
Its own thing. It's great. But it's a great game though.
It's gothic. It's darker. It's got really good music. Like I like it. It's just so awesome.
I love it. To me, like it was one of those games. Like I never saw that game in an arcade, but once I got into emulation, I started playing all the different arcade games. Like immediately, the first time I played, I just fell in love with it right away. It was like this is a gem, And don't sleep. Also, we didn't even talk about Big Tournament Golf, but Big Tournament Golf, even if you're not into sports games, is one of the greatest games.
That's my number one. That would be my number one wish. But it was already announced as a release title, so I didn't put it in my video because as soon as I hear Neo Geo, a Big Tournament Golf, aka Neo Turf Masters, that game is just so much fun. Like even if you don't like golf or you don't like sports games, like it's just so good. It feels very 90s. It feels very arcade. It's just it's pure bliss. Pure bliss.
We got here Pacific Ocean Quest. It
Yeah.
says Windjammers, hopefully in the second batch. Metal Slug 3. Metal Slug 3 is just so good. King of the Fighters 98. Samurai Showdown 2. Baseball Stars 2. That was on both of our lists. We actually shared some of our.
Oh, that's the other one. Yeah,
like in
Baseball
our
Stars
top
too.
5, I think we had like 3 that were the same. So, I mean, but Baseball Stars 2. King of Monsters 2. There's so many great games. We got a great person in the chat here. Potion Sword Run. If you missed him on the last episode of Retro Legends Arcade, he was a guest, fantastic guest. Great to have him on the channel. I love his content. You watch Potion Sword Run? He's so good.
I do watch Potion Sword Run.
A lot of fun. Okay, so let's get back to these 10 things that we have to know. So far, there's been a little trickle of information, but it's not been a ton, right? But a little bit is better than nothing. How do you feel about that? I mean, I think it's good that at least they're communicating.
I found this video a little humorous, to be honest, but the showing the cable for the arcade stick, that got me really excited, because if you remember correctly, the first episode I did, where I started talking about Neo Geo and I brought Zod Rider back on, I was talking about getting the black console because it had a wired controller, and I wanted a wired controller.
Yeah, apparently you could just plug it in.
I pre-ordered the white one, and I actually have a black one pre-ordered too. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm excited because I could have those wired, and so that was the most important part.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about this creator a little bit later in the show, but there's this new creator, Leo DS. He's got a cool channel. Check him out. He had a video where he actually described how the controllers are made on the Neo Geo. It's basically just a direct connection, you know. So it should be a very easy controller to emulate or even to build yourself. But if you haven't checked out Leo DS, he's got an awesome channel as well. Let's continue hearing what they have to say over here at Plaion. I was glad to see an official video come out. A little surprised. We still have not seen a working machine or any of the games playing on an actual finished product, right? But at least they're communicating.
So yeah, they will plug in wirelessly using these, but together with that, inside the box, you will also be provided a cable, again, 15-pin cable, which will basically turn your wireless arcade stick into a wired one. So you can use it either wirelessly or wired. Up to you. Does the Neo Geo AES Plus include a power supply?
Yes!
Answer is again yes. All versions of the Neo Geo AES Plus console will have a power supply included within the box. Where can I pre-order?
Oh my goodness, Steps! I was worried. I thought I might need to get some solar panels for this thing. I mean, does it come with? I might have to ride a bike, and it might be bicycle powered.
Well, I how do I charge this? This was their product too. How do I charge this, Papa Brad?
It came with a cable. Didn't it come with a cable? I think it's just a USB-C cable, but
yeah, I think so.
Potion Sword Run says, I laughed at the system coming with a power cord question, but then I heard Plaion ship the previous console without the power cord. I think Evercade might have done that too. I hate when they do. I'm just going to go out on a limb here, Steps. I'm going to do a rant. Do not send me a product without a power cord. I don't have to go looking through my house for a power cord. If we're buying a product from your company, you must send it with a power cord. Otherwise, you're sending me an incomplete product. It makes me furious. I get enraged. Every time I get something without a power cord, Steps, it triggers me. How about you?
Yeah, I was dealing with that today. I was helping older friend of mine with a adapter that I had to convert analog to digital sound, and I get it open and it doesn't have the power brick to power the adapter, and I'm like, I'm pissed because like this old guy's gonna have just a power brick laying around. Probably not. He's like, what's that? Mm-hmm. Let me go check in my sock drawer, like 2 hours later. Yeah.
The worst part about it is you're excited about opening something, it's brand new, and you don't have what you need to make it function. That's all. The little bit of money they save, it cannot be worth it, to not include it. I just hope those cables are available for people that want to connect them to CRTs as well. Because I know the base console price is pretty affordable. Doesn't it like $250 for the basic console with nothing? Just the console with the joystick?
Yeah, it's $250.
$250. So I mean, but give us the stuff we need to play the console.
The Neo Geo AES Ultimate Edition. Okay, so as you know, the Neo Geo AES Ultimate Edition is our most premium offering, which is a single product, a single bundle with everything, pretty much everything in it. So you got the console, all the accessories, the 10 games, all in one thing. And the Ultimate Edition is an exclusive to PlayOnReplay.com website, so that's the only place in the world where you can pre-order it now. Okay, last question. Can I buy the white version of Metal Slug separately? So unfortunately, no. The white cartridge Metal Slug is an exclusive item included only in the Neo Geo AES Anniversary Edition, which also includes a white console, white arcade stick, and white memory card. So that version specifically for Metal Slug will only be included in that product, but of course you can pre-order the standard version of Metal Slug sold separately together with other 9 incredible games.
Okay, we got a quick little comment here from Drew Shemp 944.
A true Neo Geo fan. I've seen him in all the Neo Geos.
I think people
shows.
were worried it was going to be powered by the USB hub. That's why the power cord situation. Yeah, that could be true.
So there you go. Those were 10 of the most frequently asked questions about the Neo Geo AES Plus. I would like to thank you, all of you, again for the support, the hype, the excitement about the announcement of this product. And I'm really glad to see you guys are as excited as we are about the return of the King.
Return of the King. Man, that is exciting. That is exciting, Steps. Are you excited? I'm hyped up.
I am unbelievably excited to have myself a Neo Geo and enjoy collecting cartridges and hooking it up to my CRT TV and playing the Scotland course on Big Tournament Golf, which was exclusive to the Neo Geo CD. It'll now be on the cart when you get it for $90. And yeah, that'll be one of those ones that I look forward to playing the most.
Yeah,
actually,
I'm definitely excited too. I'm excited for the opportunity to play an actual exact port of arcade games anywhere in my house on any of my TVs, including my CRT TV, which is fantastic. I mean, this is a brave product, I think, and I think they swung for the fences. And the only thing is, Steps, we've not seen the console yet, but I do appreciate the communication from Plaion. It's better that they came out. I mean, I know we didn't get all the questions answered we wanted to have, but we got some communication, which I think is a step in the right direction. What do you think?
I think that it's showing that they're going to make some more content. The coolest piece of content that I saw that was the week before, where they had Jotego, and that wasn't an official video. Somebody interviewed Jotego. And I don't know if you showed that video on your stream.
No, I didn't show that one. But I know you showed on your channel. Go check out the StepsTurbo channel.
Yeah. And he was talking about how the audio was and how they worked on the console and all that. And that was really cool. Mm-hmm. Apparently it's time to shill the coin dispenser gadget.
I don't know. Someone asked me in the chat. That's all. I have.
Oh, I know. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Look at it here for the low price of $19.99.
Oh no, it's more than that, buddy.
It is. How much is it?
I think it's like $30, but it's totally.
Oh, it's $30.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, look. Watch this, Steps. Watch this. It actually makes a sound when the coin goes through it. And listen, you hear it?
Yeah.
And it's a real coin. It's a real coin insert coin piece. But these are the Chronic Concepts. I'm not going to show the commercial Steps.
They come in different colors.
They just came out with a Galaxy purple one. It's a limited edition.
Really?
But this company is probably I don't think they're a very big operation, but I'm glad to support them. You know, I'm excited for it. I know I love the Chronic Concepts insert coin cube, but you know, use my link, you get a discount. If you use my link, it's in the description of the video. Old School Gamer says it needs a new monitor for his MVSX soon. I haven't touched an AES since 2003.
I wonder what happened to the monitor.
Get my order in as soon as possible. You can order from Amazon if you just want to get the like the white anniversary edition or any of the other things. but you can only get the Ultimate Edition directly from Plaion.
They get you because the Ultimate Edition is limited and numbered.
Mhm.
And then it comes with the black console, and then they got an anniversary console. So then you'd have to buy 2 consoles. They
Well,
get you, man.
You don't have to buy any of this stuff. Really.
Come
you
on,
don't have to buy. Come on, Steph.
The nerds are gonna get both.
They don't have to buy any of this, but we're choosing to buy it once again.
Yeah, that they want you to choose to buy it.
Well, it looks like they're going to make a good product, so we're all excited.
Yeah. Yep.
So they're giving us a choice. Once again, if you want to hear a different viewpoint, I think Leo DS has some good viewpoints that would oppose this. You have to buy everything viewpoint. I mean, these games, I want to get it because I want to relive that experience that I never had in the 90s. Like this was one of those things I could never get. But I'm like me and you, we're the hardcores. We love this stuff, you know. We love arcade games, so we're totally down for this. You ready to see some sneak pics? I got some secret pics. Ready for this? Check out these fresh new pics. These are hot. Look at that. It's a display, Steps.
Yeah, it's a display.
Check this out. Boom, in the store.
100 mega shock.
Look at that. It's an actual display for the store. Oh, not Pulse. We're not doing Blazing Star.
Papa Brad.
Yeah.
Did you know that if you're still playing Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and TurboGrafx, that you are a weenie? But if you're playing the Neo Geo AES, you're a real hot dog, buddy.
You're a hot dog. You're a hot dog.
You know that, right?
I know that. And Steps, I got this one just for you. I thought, next time Steps comes, I got to show her this picture I found. Look at this.
All right.
Look at that. There's the box and the cartridge. That's the cartridge. But look, we're getting the art, Steps. We're seeing pictures of the decals or come on the carts. Check this out. Boom. All the cards.
Show me the manual.
There it is. No manuals. No manuals leaked. Sorry. Don't have the manuals yet. I'm just gonna show a montage of all my secret leak pics I got. You ready? Here we go. Boom. And feel free to clip any of these. You sent me these. These were the first ones I got. Just look at the size. I mean, who's not going to want to have one of these? If you're into the arcade hardware, this is a great get for us.
You could feel like you were rich in the 90s.
Mm-hmm. Feel like you're rich in the 90s.
Yeah, it feels very premium.
There's the basic, just the console with nothing. Of course, this you don't get any games. You don't even get one game. Or I think this was the better option. Now, this is the actual picture of the Metal Slug with the white box. And it'll come with the console as well and a joystick, right? What's this come with? Because this is the one that I ordered from your channel. What's this come with again?
That one?
Yeah.
It comes with the wireless white controller.
Okay.
It comes with the Metal Slug white cartridge and white clamshell for it, obviously. It comes with the white memory card and the console. Those are the main items.
Okay, so it comes with all that. For only $100 more. For $350, you're getting that, which is not bad. It's not bad. It's considering the PlayStation is now what, $1,000 for a new PlayStation.
I got out of their ecosystem.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean,
they think it's gold. I'm like,
I like this retro stuff more anyway. Like, I'm not looking to go back to I just like I have up to the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox. What's the one before the most current one? The Xbox One.
The Xbox One.
I have those two, and then I got
an Xbox Series S for like $200.
Play them. They're dust
$200, and I buy all my games digitally from Turkey using a VPN.
I mean,
yeah.
78 says Return of the King.
Let's go.
Yep. We just need to fast forward in November. And I'm just frustrated with modern gaming. Like, I don't want to have ads in my games. I don't want to. That's not a chance for you to slip in your advertisement. Don't hit me with DLC. Don't ship me a game that's not finished. These games were made back when everything had to be on that cart. There was no updates, right?
Yeah,
so
I'd much rather
it was permanently broken.
I'd much rather you sell me a King of the Fighters every single year than DLC. 94, 95.
That is an interesting take. That is true. But apparently there's one of the King of the Fighters where Maya's boobs don't jiggle. And I was told that is the worst game because there's no boob jiggle in it.
Interesting.
I know. Are you aware that they actually took it out on one of the King of Fighters? I don't know which one it is. I don't think it's the one we're getting, but interesting that was omitted. There's just 1 year that they did that. It must have been so unpopular, Steps, that it immediately came back in the next version. So,
I guess so, man.
I mean, these come from a time when games weren't woke too, I mean, this was the 90s. Things had to be extreme, right? It was the time everything wanted to be extreme, right?
This better be an important critical. It's better be an important critical. No, it's not. I'm like, I needed a critical Neo Geo news.
Okay.
So we can report it live on stream.
Okay, so next thing I want to talk about is still Neo Geo related. I want to talk about we just played a week of playing Pulstar. We had our weekly tournament. Okay, this week we'll be releasing 1945 Plus. Very exciting to have that game. That was voted on by the viewers of the show. In my channel, I do a weekly vote, and that'll pick the next shmup we play. We'll play a quick little video, and it also will announce the winner who got the first place steps in the Pulstar Championship for the week. Isn't that exciting?
Does it matter if you play on arcade stick, keyboard, or joypad?
You can play it any way you want. You can play it through emulation. And we'll revisit these games when I actually have the cartridges in our hands. We're going to revisit these games and play them again. But this was just to kind of get a sneak peek at all the games and just have a little fun. But let's take a look at our contest this week, and it will reveal the game. Steps. Srikers 1945 Plus. We played it before. 2 years ago. Geo fans, we are going to be playing 4 of the greatest shoot-em-ups to ever hit the Neo Geo in tournament play as we prepare for the launch of the exciting new AES Plus console. So let's take a look at the 4 games that I'm picking for us to play in preparation for this great console event. Games will be voted on by a poll on my channel to determine which one we play first. We're going to play all 4 of these in a row. You will get your name permanently put on this video with your high score for each person that wins that week. Retro Legends shout out to Leo DS, the winner of Pulstar. Week 2 is now live with Srikers 1945 Plus as chosen by the viewers. Drop your scores in the links in the description of this video. We'll see you on the leaderboards. Also, special shout out to Potion Sword Run. Thanks for playing. Ichabod Crane, I see you. And of course, the legend of the Retro Legends Arcade. I'm talking about Sacro, absolute monster gamer. It's going to be great to see how we did in Flipper Friends. A great season for both me and Sacro. Both are definitely going to be in the top 10 for the season. Let's go! Neo Geo! Retro Legends Arcade, it's all about the games. Let's have some fun. Free online leaderboards. No gatekeeping. Everyone can play. Come join the party. Free, it's fun, and it's for the community. iScored links are in the description of this video. Just click on the link, it'll take you straight to the leaderboard. Shoot a photo of the game with the high score and your initials, and you're all set. Let's go. So Srikers 1945 Plus is the next game. Did get a full week to play Pulstar. One thing that's interesting about it is there's things on that obscure your view while you're playing at Steps. And sometimes it's hard to tell whether stuff's going to kill you or not. So this game is very much like R-Type. It has that frustration level where you really have to memorize the levels, I think, to do well in it.
You're still talking about Pulstar, not Srikers.
I'm Pulstar, right?
Yeah.
Did I say Srikers?
Well, I thought we were moving on to Srikers, but you're still talking about Pulstar.
No,
It's okay. I'm sorry, I was confused.
Because I'm going somewhere with it. I'm going to compare Pulstar to Strikers 1945.
Different game.
We just played it for a week. It is a different game. But what I'm saying is that with the Strikers 1945, it's much more of a pure action game where it's more of a bullet hell. And where with Pulstar, you really have to memorize the patterns because there will be enemies that will come up from behind you. And if you don't know they're going to come out, they're just going to get you, you know? It's got a lot of gotcha moments. So, I mean, there's good and bad to that. I mean, for some people, this might be a reason to buy the cart because this is a game that you're not going to beat this game the first time you play it. It's just that old school arcade heart.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah, as far as the arcade challenge, leave it all on the default settings. The rules for arcade games that we play, you get 1 quarter. Get as far as you can get on 1 quarter, and those are the rules. Yeah, definitely drop a link on Strikers 1945 Plus is this week's game. Once again, another shout out to Sacro, who plays these games with us each week. He's a very good gamer. Also a fantastic pinball player, Steps. He's I think both me and him are in the top 10 right now in AtGames Pinball. We play in tournaments every week. So it's very exciting. So that being said, we're going to check out the leaderboards right now. There was the leaderboards for last week. We had Leo, DS, number 1, Ichabod Crane, Sacro, me, and Potion Sword Run. We also played Diner, the Pinball Machine, Team McCloskey, Bliss 2121, me, Sacro, Rich Mix. We played Star God Deluxe. We had Team McCloskey, Wingo, Bliss 2121, Dave LB, me, and Sacro. Sacro won all 3 pinball games, Steps, all 3, clean swept. We had Wingo, Bliss 2121, Team McCloskey, me, Dave LB, and Sacro for Magic Castle Remake. These are AtGames Pinball games. These are also IFPA tournament games. We had Bruno, 5-4. We had Bruno, 15477. Wingo, Dave LB, Bliss 2121, me, and Sacro for Wizard. And those were all the pinball games we played this week. And those are all the scores on the Retro Legends Arcade. Where's your name, Steps? Why are you not throwing these
shows on Sunday?
Where are you at, Steps? I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out. Where are you at, Steps? You call yourself a gamer.
I'm upset. I wanted to play Pulstar. I really did.
Well, I'll tell you what. Strikers 1945 Plus is on the iArcade. I don't know if you still have an iArcade.
I do.
It is on the iArcade.
I have iArcade as well.
Play the game, shoot a screenshot, do us a favor, and put your name in the Elite Immortals of the Retro Legends Arcade. By the way, a shout out to people. These games were just put up, Steps, and we already look how many players. We already got people dropping scores. We got Ichabod Crane taking the victory spot so far in Strikers 1945. This game is super fun. You know, I know we're not getting this as a launch game, but Steps, Strikers 1945 is fantastic. It's just a great shooter. Super fun. We're going to be doing the Fire Pinball, which is a Zen Studios pinball game. And then these 3 games are in the AtGames tournaments for the week. Star God EM Plus, Firefighter Wildlands, and Space Invaders. So those are our games for the week. All the links are in the description of the video. And the next thing I'm going to go to is we're going to watch a retro flashback. And you're in the Steps.
Awesome.
Going back 2 or 3 years ago. And I totally re-edited it. And we're going to take a look at Strikers 1945 Plus. This is my prehistory. The prehistory with the game. So let's take a look at this video.
Let's go.
Here we go. On the Retro Legends Arcade, we're going to take a retro flashback. Strikers 1945 Plus, 1 quarter challenge. Been playing this game for a long time and it still holds up. Now it's time to bring this game to the Retro Legends arcade for some 1/4 gameplay. Feel free to play along with us. Links in the description of this video. One of the great classic Neo Geo games, Srikers 1945 plus Let's Go 1/4 challenge. This is a retro clip from the Friday Night Arcade show with Herb Wars, Kongs R Us, Brooklyn Menace, and Papa Brad, Steps Gaming. It's not the like. Playing this Neo Geo classic.
All right, so well, a few of us have it on. Let's see what's going on with my cabinet. There we go. It just popped up. We could we'll wait for Herb Wars to come back and see if he's gonna play.
Well, wait, there's. What happened to audio?
Obviously, they didn't have the animation. We didn't have that awesome music. But you remember being here? Do you remember doing this? This was when it was all about just playing games.
Are we gonna watch
fun.
it, or no?
Yeah, we're gonna watch it. I just wanted to bust in and have a little conversation.
Okay. Yeah, I heard my voice for a little bit. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My mic was.
I was like, wait a second. And yeah. We both got these
before.
Yeah, we both played, but who won? It was Kong.
Oh, I'm gonna refresh your memory. I'm gonna refresh your memory tonight. Watch a video.
What's the one down on the bottom?
We're gonna play this one at a time. So if we're doing this all on the screen, then we're doing our practice run. So are we gonna do a practice run or no? We're just gonna get right into it. Because if we are, let me know who wants to go first. Get a little sound up. Whoa, Steps jumping right in. She doesn't care. All right, that's good, Steps.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my headphones off. I'm just gonna play. All right.
Now I do not know if when you lose all your lives in this, if the score disappears pretty quick.
Okay.
Wait, I think it does for a moment, and then it comes back, and like on a separate screen, it will show you your score. So,
sounds good.
all right, yeah, kick a little more volume in on that.
More volume. Okay.
A little bit.
All right, there we go. Hopefully
All
that's
right.
enough.
If you have this at home, you can play along. Although, unless you're up here on the show, your score is not going to count. And you're not going to become the new 1 credit challenge champion. It is my birthday, so you would think maybe, they'll have a little mercy on me and let me win. What, did you already lose two planes? This is another great shoot 'em up on the iArcade. And don't sleep on the first one either. Steps is making a comeback. Oh, all right. So hold up. Let's wait for your score.
Man, that's not how I practiced it earlier.
Well, you were the ones that all said no No
No,
practice
no.
run. Let's just
No,
get
we're
right
good.
into it.
We're good. We're good.
right.
I'm gonna take a little pause there.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot better at shmups.
I know.
since then.
Just looking at this, you're so much better now. You got
I've
to
played a
drop
lot
a
of
score on the
shmups.
leaderboards and show your expertise.
I really started just playing shmups, going on that show every week. And
I know.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I never played them before, but like I started playing them pretty regularly. And then after that show ended, like I've like found a love for shmups from watching the Shmup Junkie. The Shmup Junkie's got some awesome Neo Geo shmup videos. If you want to check them out,
Papa Brad has a ton of videos with shmups on his own channel.
Sorry,
Papa Brad's
I'm chilling for the Shmup
Thank you
Junkie.
very much. Yeah, but I have a ton of videos on every shmup that was ever released, including a bunch of Neo Geo ones on my channel, Papa Brad's Gaming, all along this whole time. By the way, cheers. So there's your channel, StepsTurbo show right there at the top. What is the iArcade? The iArcade is a dead console. It's a console that went out of business. But they did get a lot of really good games, and one of them they got was Srikers 1945 Plus, and it plays beautifully on the system. What do you think, Steps?
Yeah, it's an arcade console. So I have an arcade machine. It's a wrestling arcade machine. I'll have to show it to you, William, because I know you're a big wrestling fan. And it's got 100-watt speakers, and you can play games on it. It's pretty cool.
That's nice. I mean, it has the Samwa clone joysticks. I mean, it's an arcade. So, but anyway, good gameplay there. Steps. Let's continue learning our history of Srikers 1945 and what transpired.
So give it a second. Is that your score there?
Yep.
64. Let's put that in the chat.
So you can see what I did on my practice. 186, 800.
All right, Papa Brad, are you ready? He's doing it all fancy with the dual screen. She got into it so quick. I was almost gonna say we should all just hit the question mark and just go random.
Yeah, boom, random. Zero Fighter, that's me. So we did, as we're talking about, is we actually made it where it was. I did a random pick where I didn't even know what fighter I was going to get. Steps. This was like my first or second time playing the game, so I didn't know what fighter I was going to get. I didn't know anything about the game, and so here we go. Let's take a look and see what happened. Random pick. So there's a super shot if you hold the button.
Yeah, try to finish before 30 minutes so Kongs doesn't have a chance to jump in and beat all of us because
Oh, ships. Okay. Just totally waste the bomb.
you know, he's talking like this was in like the family store, so come on.
Yeah.
We know we'd be in big trouble.
Yeah, he's a ringer.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game requires a lot of it.
Kongs R Us is a very good gamer. He can play anything. It's reaction.
Herb already posted his score. All right, that's how we're gonna do it.
Oh, got greedy. I should have just not.
Now we're going by the honor system with Herbs because
I have a picture.
yeah, we trust him. No, so far he's in the lead. So the score to beat right now is 127,700.
Oh yeah! Do this. Come on now. What? Got the giant robot. What? Good lord. The purple bullets move a bit slower. The blue ones go.
This is a good
faster.
pick. I'm wondering if anyone that's watching this tonight doesn't have this game. Maybe you found another new great shoot 'em up to add to your arcade.
So many on this.
I didn't have it till today. It's a pretty
Yeah.
good game.
Wow.
It's
Man, I love the explosions. Are awesome on this game.
I like the way you have, you know, the kind of classic type of planes, but the weapons are over the top, and then you have the stuff turning into robots.
Yeah. I like the way the firing is. It reminds me of that Sukin.
It's very smooth.
Very smooth.
The levels can be random at times too. I've noticed, like they'll just they'll put you in a different level when you start playing.
I think it matters what plane you choose.
Definitely.
Yeah.
A
lot of the Psycho shooters are like that.
Yeah, I can't confirm Steps. It is randomized. So it is randomized. Like the order of the bosses you fight is slightly randomized within a few choices.
And then sometimes you get in there where it's like you're trying to juke, and there's like no way.
Oh, Papa Brad is getting close. He just took the lead. Yep, just took the lead.
Another good hint is pay attention to the color of the bullets. The purple bullets move slow. The blue bullets are going to come out super fast.
Yeah.
That's another pattern recognition that you can learn in this game. Just don't run out.
Brad, you know this is co-op too.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
And you know that's the thing too. A lot of these shmups are super hard, but when you play with 2 players, they become more fun.
This is made by the same company that made last week's challenge.
Yeah, Psycho is pretty big with shooters. They make Gunbird.
It's crazy the way they were classic planes, and then they morphed into like robots. You know?
So
Yeah, B, I showed that picture like a half hour ago of that person that customized their gold into a Srikers.
I played this game a lot growing up. Yep, it must have been at the store.
Alright, I might be screwed. Because I don't know if I'm getting this far in 1 credit. Oh, I'm done.
In some ways, this game,
Mission 3.
it's a matter of luck in some ways too.
But
Mission
like
3.
with shmups, the more of them
Come
you
on,
play,
bring
it all crosses over. You know,
For sure.
I'm sure it's that way with fighters. I just don't play them enough. But with shmups, like once you get used to watching the bullet routing, almost like it carries over between the different games. You know.
Yeah, this one that doesn't switch up as much as that one from last week, though. That one from last week was totally unpredictable.
That was crazy. So if you're watching the show, I'm going to give you a little fact. Papa Brad did not own this game before the show tonight. And look at him. Dominating. All right, let's see what your score is.
But I love shmups, so this is like my wheelhouse. I love the second game.
Alex just posted his score. He did really well. Well, not as good as Papa Brad, though. All right, let's put... Oh, man, I'm in trouble.
235,900.
235,900. All right. Well, at least I'm going to attempt to give you a little sound on the game. So, if the rest of the panel can help talk us through this, I'm going to be turning my mic off.
Okay,
Hopefully, we'll get good sound. I know last week something weird happened, but we'll see what happens.
Turn my sound down. Okay, so we got Brooklyn Menace. Going to give it a run. Let's see if he can take out Papa Brad.
Papa Brad
Good
just
luck.
got taken
Yes,
out
it's
by
just a
old school
random
gamer.
plane. Is that what the rule is
I
now?
just said random.
Oh, I didn't choose
Got
it.
a
I
full
chose
week ahead of
Pancake.
us. It's going to be
I
fun.
did the first one.
Here we go. Brooklyn Menace has to beat 235,900 with a random play. He selects 0 fighter.
Thanks, B. Yeah. It'd be great if we have the leaderboards in this game. Check out Brooklyn Menace, there's his channel. Good job, Alex.
One trick when I was practicing this earlier, you gotta know what side is right on first to get rid of the leaves and coming away. I was able to do that.
D-Kong is just saying use the lightning power-up shot on the bosses. Power-up system is different. I found on this level, Steps, one good trick is that you want to take out all the way on the right-hand side. There's that turret that's going to be firing blue bullets at you. Remember, the blue bullets are the fast ones. So what you want to do is you want to knock out that turret all the way on the right-hand side first. It makes it a lot easier because you'll see that it'll fire the blue bullets, which are harder to dodge. So take him out first when he gets caught. Yeah, this is awesome.
Hey, Larry, totally walk right.
Now, if I'm going into certain death, I always use a bomb then.
He's keeping up with you, Brad.
Yeah, I see that. He's gonna end up beating me maybe. He's doing good. $106,000, $112,000. Playing these games with the Sandlock controls is really great too. I know when I go in a lot of real arcade tours, a lot of candy cabs have these games. I really enjoy playing Shmups on the candy cab. Man, come on, Brooklyn, you got it. 155. Almost there, bud. You got this. I mean, what could be cooler than giant robot tanks? I mean, come on. This game is awesome. How can you not like this?
He can actually win on his birthday.
Oh, blue bullets are deadly. He's close. 174. Come on, Brooklyn. Use the plane as a shield. Use his last bomb. Changing up to the robot. Seems like the enemies change the robots towards the end. Oh, no. Let's see how he did. Really close. Take care, Goofyfoot. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being on the show. So what was the end score?
Sorry, I changed my camera over first. What was the score?
Yeah, what was the end score?
I don't know, I gotta go look. It wasn't good enough to beat yours.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was 180,200.
180,000. Cool. Good score.
Thanks, Goofyfoot. Thank you so much for that $50 super chat. I highly appreciate it, and so does Google.
Love to watch Kong's play. Kong, whenever, I mean, I'm almost sure I know who he is on the our home arcade challenge, because you can tell his skill set when he plays.
Yeah, I just kind of like.
He plays smart. I mean, you can tell. I think I know who he is.
I got out of some good situations in that game, but then I got trapped. And I ran out of all my special weapons.
It happens. In that game, it's easy to get trapped.
So, Papa Brad. Let's bring him up full screen.
Yep.
Once again, the reigning $1/4.
Yeah. It's like every time you pick a shmup, I end up winning. Unless Combs is here. I didn't win that time, but yeah.
This off, I'm going to actually play and demo the game on my iArcade cabinet. Earlier today on the Brooklyn Menace show, they actually did some gameplay and they did a 1/4 challenge on 1945 plus. And so I'm going to get in here and play one time and see. I think the high score that Papa Brad had was 235,000 points. So let's just play this for the first time and see how far I get so you can see the game. I'm going to play the plus version of the game first, and then I'm going to go back and play the original one so you can see the differences. They are actually different games. They have different mechanics in them for the actual charging. So Srikers 1945 and Srikers 1945 Plus are actually very different games. 1999, when this game came out, this was like peak arcade time for me, and I absolutely love this game. So my favorite favorite person to use is this lightning, and then it has this really strong lightning attack when you charge and hold down the power button, and that helps you kill bosses. So let's see how far I can get. So you have a super shot gauge, you have bomb gauge, and so this version of the game just added that extra layer of different weapons. So I prefer this one better than the original one, but the original one was fun too, because when you collect power-ups, it actually allows you to have like these little mini little ships that fly by your side too, that do different things too. So that's something else that we can show off. But this is 1945 plus. I'm working on getting a high score of at least 235,000. So I think I need to shoot for 250,000 on my first run and see how well I can do while I'm talking and playing. Gotta save up my bombs for when I get closer to the end bosses where there's like bullet hell. But I've always been a fan of Shmups, and when I first saw this game on the iArcade, it was one of the ones that I immediately grabbed full price. I ended up picking up a ton of games during the sale last year, so I do hope that iArcade does eventually put more of their titles on sale. But this title, you know, people say there's not a lot of good games on the iArcade. I would venture to say I played this game a lot growing up in the arcade. Maybe not a AAA title. I would say at least it's an A title or a AA title. I don't know. That's just my opinion. So let's see. All right. Let's see what I can do. Boom. All right. So see that little charged lightning bolt? That's what you need to do to kind of kill the bosses quickly. And you can kind of charge up. See if I can save it for the main boss. Alright, now it's going to have this little guy come out. Alright, so it's going to have this be my little shield. Alright, we got through stage 1, unscathed. There it is. 100,000 points, mission number 2. I don't have any more super shots right now, but I still have 2 bombs left. I just like the little elements of this where it's, you know, kind of like that classic style shoot 'em up. Has a pretty decent flight patterns that you can follow through. I really like the charging of the different weapons that you can use from the different ships. Oh, I thought I was going to die there, so I wasted a bomb. I think I would have been able to save that. That might come back to bite me later on. But always use your bombs when you're about to die. That's what you got to do. I shouldn't have used that there either, but gotta do what you gotta do. Save a life. Save a life. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. Okay, we got a tank coming up here. Still got 2 lives left. Got 3 shots. So let's see if we can get past this really quickly. Spamming my buttons. All right, let's survive. Come on. 1, 2, 3. He's red. He's getting red. He's getting red. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I almost survived that one. Okay. There it is. He's dead. All right, 200,000, 1 life left. I think I can beat Papa Brad. The only bad thing about the iArcade on this particular game, the original Srikers 1945 actually has a global leaderboard. And unfortunately, oh no, I died. I died early. No. Oh no. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. I've already kind of like 1 life left. Down on my last life yet, and I'm not there yet. Oh my goodness. All right, this is bad. This is bad. Talking too much. Talking too much. I need to concentrate. Otherwise, I'm not going to beat Brad's score. All right, 225,000. I need to get to 250,000 to say that I beat. Oh, no. Oh, dang. Dang it. All right, Papa Brad. I think you beat me. No. My 1 challenge. What was my score? That's really sad. 227,000 on 1 life. I lost all my lives in that last second. All right, Papa Brad, you bested me in this 1 quarter challenge this week. What can I say? I didn't play that well because I was talking too much, but it was fun. It was fun. But that's Srikers 1945 plus.
Man, Steps, what a great memory. What a great memory. Boy, he was so sure he was going to beat me, wasn't he? And
Well, here's the thing. Hold on. Here's the thing. I'll tell you. He kind of goes. Am I still on audio? Okay, yeah. All right. He gets really competitive with people, and he kind of comes off as a jerk. And what I'll tell you though is, looking back on this now, it was a lot of fun, and it was
a lot of fun.
And like, he's just trying to create his own fun, and so he's like, my own fun. I'll beat Papa Brad, and then he didn't, and then it happens. He beat me in a lot of games, man.
Yeah.
And he would
a whole different ball game with 1
he would
quarter.
challenge me, and I would be like, okay, I'll play you. And I already knew I was going to lose. And then he'd but it is what it is. And at the end of the day, it was all in fun. I saw that B recently purchased a pinball arcade. He owns his own pinball arcade now in California.
Congratulations to B. Yeah,
and I say best of luck to him, man.
Look, B, we got the leaderboard right here. You want to drop a score and redeem yourself? You got all week. I challenge you. I'll go up against you. Live or on this leaderboard. Let's play some Srikers 1945. He owns an arcade, Steps.
Yeah.
I beat the owner of Wayback's Arcade at Robotron, which is his favorite game. So come on, bring it on.
It happens. It happens. We all win and lose some. Papa Brad.
That's true.
Yeah,
Here are free leaderboards anyone can compete in live right now. And there's no gatekeeping. It's not hidden behind a Discord. It's right here in the public. So if you want to play, if you're a gamer, if you like Neo Geo games, we got one of the greatest ones this week, Srikers 1945 plus. I'm just going to go here too, Steps. I really wanted to talk one more time about it. Like Srikers 1945 plus compared to Pulstar, this is like 1,000 times better game. Mainly because Pulstar, you really have to learn and memorize the environments to be able to make it through it. It's a lot like R-Type. It's a totally different kind of game. This game is pure Twitch energy. Like, it is more of a bullet hell.
I just remember that one being one of the hardest ones I've ever played.
Literally, they're throwing those, as I play it more, I do realize, though, getting rid of the blue, anything that shoots a blue bullet, kill it first, because it greatly increases your chance to survive. Once I learned about the colors of the bullets, that does make a difference, Steps.
Yeah. It's been so long since I played it. I got to go back and play it again and see what I think, because I played a lot of shmups since then and a lot of bullet hells since then.
Yeah. I almost want to say I would like to add this to my next 5 games, because that's how much I like this game. But we'll see. Down the road, this would be a great one to get, though, for sure.
Requires some additional licensing.
Yeah. Well, they could get it. I mean, come on. If Evercade can get some of these, if iArcade Steps, If iArcade could get this game, are you telling me that Plaion can't get it?
Depends on how greedy SNK is, right?
I wouldn't think. I would think this would be.
I think there's a good chance, but we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, they might go through some of the originals first, but if not, that's why I'm saying it's important that that adapter works. Because if the adapter works, you can buy the MVS cartridge and plug it in and play Srikers 1945 if you want. That's why I said that's an important thing for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Somebody asked in the chat earlier about it, and I was like, we kind of talked about it earlier.
Hey, we got Mikey here. Good to see you, Mikey. We got a bunch of people on the list. Look at that old school gamer. Just look at that. You saw it live here on air. Just dropped the score. You saw it pop up. 415,000. Old school gamer is dropping some heat.
Ichabod Crane's already on there.
45 plus. We got Leo DS. We got me. I'm dead last. I'm fine with that. My score will go up. But lots of excitement. Open leaderboards. Everyone's welcome to join. I'm gonna start talking about AtGames Pinball, and I know how much you love that, Steps. So this will be a cue. This will be a cue. Thanks again for coming on. Let me take this off the screen real quick, and let me tell you once again how much I appreciate you coming on my show. Let me let you have one more chance. Tell everyone about your channel, about your show, and I would like to remind you on your show, it's perfectly okay to point people back to the Retro Legends arcade here.
Okay. All right.
Okay, here we go. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
I am the worst YouTuber with working these controls.
At StepsTurbo Show, we have every Friday. We have at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, but you can watch it back later. We have the Neo Geo Rebels Show where we talk Neo Geo, and I have edited videos, some Neo Geo related, some not. We cover basically arcade and retro consoles for the most part. Sometimes modern, very rarely, but I do some. And just have a really good time. And looking forward to talking Neo Geo with everybody here and all that good stuff. And all the best to all of Papa Brad's channel here.
Okay, thank you so much. Of course, I fully support your channel. We'll see you on your show. Thanks so much for coming on. And we're going to start my coverage of pinball. And we're going to start it with talking about Zen Studios. So let's watch this quick clip.
Save the girl! Get me out of here! It's out of control! Nice job, lad. Order up! It's dance time!
This week on the Retro Legends Arcade, our game that we're playing from Zen Studios will be a game Fire. Fantastic pinball machine, a recreation of a Bally Williams table. I like to play it with my X-Arcade with the haptics kit. They do have a special right now with X-Arcade. You can follow the link in my description of this video. And then at checkout, type BTA20, and you can get 20% off anything you get from X-Arcade. So they do have a 20% discount right now. We're going to take a quick look at the Zen Studios table. This is Fire, which is the game of the week on the Retro Legends Arcade. Let's check it out. But I absolutely love Fire. It's a table I'm very familiar with.
It's out of control.
This is a game that I've played in the arcade quite a bit. It has a real fire bell on the top that rings while you're playing it. And this is at least for me, this is a super long play table that's super easy to get multi-balls on. I mean, I just love this table. It's got a really cool theme. Talk a little bit about the history of Fire. It was released by Williams Electronics on August 8th, 1987. Fire is a pinball machine designed by Barry Orschler, featuring a firefighting theme loosely based on the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. Approximately 7,700 units were produced, including a rare champagne edition with gameplay focusing on rescuing victims, extinguishing fires, and a 3-ball multi-ball, which is absolutely a blast. Talk about some of the key design details of this table. The game features 2 fire escape ramps, a center horseshoe orbit, and a hook and ladder toy that raises to reveal a center ramp for the 5-alarm multi-ball. Fire is known for its high-speed ramps and a center magic post that acts as an anti-frustration device to keep the ball in play. Due to its theme, it's an extremely popular game among collectors of firefighting memorabilia. The Champagne edition was super rare. It's only about 273 units ever produced.
It's spreading.
So how do I think Zen Studios did with their recreation of Fire? Just to be honest, I love this game. I think it's great. I'm going to give this game a 9.5. It's very strong. I like the theme, the way they've integrated, the way they put the actual fire on the table. You got the fire bell ringing. You got the multi-ball going off. Fantastic game. Easily my favorite of the pack. I went in thinking I would like Diner the most, but actually for me, my favorite is Fire. The game is Fire.
Nice job, lad.
I like the way he's playing the trumpet. Pretty awesome. I mean, look at this table. This is a sight to behold. And you just have to see it in VR to really have the experience. Especially with the X Arcade, with the haptics going off. You know, the feel of VR. Physical nudge working. I mean, this is Zen Studios and Pinball Effects VR firing on all cylinders. Overall, I think this pack is a strong value. I would highly recommend it. If you like, especially if you like 80s era pinball.
Phony is crap.
This has some excellent games in it.
Another engine.
Another good addition to Pinball Effects VR. Zoom in close here so you can see this table in action.
Save the girl!
I mean, listen to this table. How can you not love this? Absolute fire! And I'm getting in my name, the high scores. Very fun game. And there you go. That was a look at Fire. It's definitely my favorite of the 3 games released in that pack. That'll be in tournament play this week. That is a Zen Studios game. We have, what's it going to pull this up? Let's see. I sent you a link, Mikey. Check your phone. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to move on to AtGames News. If you are interested in the X Arcade, I do have a 20% discount on it right now. Use that code BTA20 at checkout. So, and let's start the AtGames coverage. Okay, I want to start with my favorite things that AtGames does, which is Flipper Friends, which is weekly IFPA pinball tournaments on AtGames Pinball. You can play on any AtGames pinball machine. This was last week's games. This was the final week. We had Magic Castle, Wizard, and Star God Deluxe. I came in 10th overall. Here's our leaderboards for the Flipper Friends for the last week. We got Cyrilou #1, Skoljo, Sacro, 6-string pin, Grathis, Wyo. Hey, good job, Wyo, #6. Well done. RGM 25, Nico, Glern, Bankston, and me in 10th. So that was the final week. Week 11 and week 12, I was the 6th most consistent player. And these are the most consistent players playing AtGames Pinball. Like to add a friend to the stage here. Let's see. Turn that off. Let's see. There you go. Welcome to the stream, Mikey. How you doing, Mikey?
Hey, what's up, Papa Brad?
Good to see you. What's going on?
Is this working?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Wait, so I come on and Steps leaves?
She was going to leave anyway. She doesn't like she only wants to be here for the Neo Geo news.
Oh, okay.
So I've got to split my show in half. Like what I do is I do the Neo Geo the first half, or the arcade, and the Retro Legends arcade announcements, and then I'm going to do AtGames last.
I came on to say hi to Steps.
Oh, that wasn't because you were on, just so you know.
Right.
Like she always does that. But welcome to the show, Mikey. I'm glad you're here.
I know. Thanks. Appreciate it.
These are let's see. These are the games we're playing. This is actually the brand new season 3 schedule that was just released. We do have some hidden gems. We see that Dinosaur Dynasty 3, the projected date is the second week, May 15th to May 21st. There's some games on here that are new releases. Battle EM Plus on week 5 is a new release. Granada, which is a game I got to test. That's a fantastic game. I love that game. It's coming on the 7th week. So we got to wait a while, but it's a good game, and it's a lot of fun to play. And those are all the ones that are new releases that we have not seen. Current games this week are Space Invaders, Star God, Firefighter Wildlands. Those are the same games that are in our tournaments as well. So how you been doing? I know you just took a big trip, Mikey. Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah,
does it feel good to be back home? Those beaches were beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's a blast to be back home. I don't know. Vacation, being on a plane for 16 hours just isn't my thing. You know what I mean? It's 16 hours in economy, basically in a lawn chair. It's just not my thing.
How about? I never got to ask you. Do you have any history with the Neo Geo games? Do you remember playing them on the big red cabinet or anything?
So that's why I came on. So because I came on and then Steps. I was gonna talk to her about Neo Geo. I know I gave a lot of shit to Potion Sword Run and Steps regarding the Neo Geo. You know how they're like pushing this. And
we're just excited about it. That's all.
Yeah, it's a new thing, you know, because there's like there's not a whole lot of news going on. There's not a whole lot of new products in gaming going on besides Switch 2, and that came out a while ago.
Mikey, we have this. We have Star God. EM Plus. There's a lot going on. What do you mean there's nothing going on?
Star God, I've never even heard of it. What is
This is the AtGames game they just released, the Star God EM Plus. Okay, now I got a question for you, okay?
For the table, what is this? But this
is this actually different? I bet this is my video I just put out. Is it actually different? Now, Star God EM Plus. I have a question. This is the video I just dropped.
Right.
And, you know, I love AtGames. Everyone knows I'm probably the biggest AtGames shill there is. I love AtGames. I always have.
Of course. Yeah.
I'm in the top 10 AtGames players in the world, Mikey.
You're the AtGames guy.
I'm the AtGames guy. Now, I got a question for you. Now, they use a lot of AI art. I'm confused. Look at this picture. Is this a man or a woman?
Okay. I think it's a woman because it has she has lipstick.
Then I have a question. Why isn't it Star Goddess? This is what's on the playfield.
That's a good point.
The actual playfield art, Mikey. And then on the back, there's like a barbarian. There's like a more like Conan looking, like more a totally different looking artwork. So
we are in a world where you know, a star god can be a goddess and can be anything she wants to be.
Oh, I know. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it whether it's a man or a woman. That does not matter to me. But my point is, if the game was called Star God, shouldn't it be Star Goddess? Because it appears to be a woman to me. I mean, because men usually don't wear a midriff like that, you know.
No, you're absolutely right.
The high fantasy.
But it's AtGames, you know. They don't have the attention.
Well, AtGames didn't make this. Magic Pixel made this.
Oh, okay.
Magic Pixel made it, and they sent it to AtGames.
Can that be a dude? I mean, a dude with man boobs, I guess, or something. Or?
I'm confused, Mikey. I'm confused.
I mean, I'm getting there too, man. I'm getting.
Let's watch a little bit of this video. I want you to see it because I want to get your opinion. Right. You know, the more I think about it, the more confused I am. Just watch this video. Just watch a little bit of this, and tell me what you think. I think did I upload it? Yeah, here it is. What's up, everybody? This is Papa Brad from Papa Brad's Gaming. Today we're checking out the brand new Star God EM Plus pinball table from Magic Pixel, coming to all AtGames pinball products. Start by looking at a quick trailer from AtGames. This table continues the growing EM Plus line from Magic Pixel, blending the classic electromechanical style of pinball with modern digital features like multi-ball, ball saves, combo shots, and some flashy effects. But does Star God EM Plus stand out from the recent EM Plus releases, or is it starting to feel a little too familiar? Let's talk about it. First off, I'd like to thank AtGames for sending this game for the purpose of review. Right away, Star God EM Plus absolutely nails the retro sci-fi vibe. The artwork has this cosmic fantasy style. Now, I do need to point out that the artwork does appear to be AI generated. Depending on your taste, that may or may not bother you. Personally, I think if you enjoy the theme and the overall visual presentation, table still looks really good in motion. It does need to be pointed out that AI is used for these tables, and you can kind of tell a little bit. I will say this, the colors pop nicely from this table. The lighting effects help bring the table to life. One thing Magic Pixel continues to do really well, in my opinion, is the SSF sound support. You can really tell, especially on these EM Plus tables. The surround sound feedback on this table feels excellent. You hear the ball rolling across different sections of the playfield, the bumpers firing off, mechanical sounds shifting around inside the cabinet while you're playing. It just gives the table a more physical feel. And SSF, I will say overall, the way they implement it with these tables is excellent, and it immerses you into the action. In my opinion, Star God EM Plus sounds fantastic. Now we'll talk a little bit about gameplay and flow. Gameplay wise, this is where the EM Plus formula continues to shine. If you like classic pinball, you've got a really nice combination of old school and modern pinball mechanics here. The table has a simpler EM style layout philosophy. But Magic Pixel adds some modern features, like ball saves. When you first launch the ball, you have that ball save. You can even use that as a strategy to hit the top rollovers. You can purposely let it drain once you learn the tables well. I like the game has where you can get a multi-ball, the add-a-ball. If you light all the red dots on the table, you gotta get every one, but do it 2 times, you get a multi-ball. That's a ton of fun. I like the silver ramp on the top left side of the table. When it lands in a capture hole, it kind of rises up like it's on an elevator and then rolls down that metal-looking ramp. That's a pretty cool effect. And I like that they did it on this table. It's different and it's really cool. I think the combination of old and new features makes the game approachable for casual players, while still giving experienced players in the Wizards plenty of challenge to chase. These are definitely the kind of games that are perfect for score chasing. Let's take a quick table tour. Look at that. That's not metal. I mean, you got that axe with the Star God. You got a dragon on the table. High fantasy sci-fi theme. Pretty cool. Who doesn't like a skull with angel wings on it? It's pretty badass. Of course, art is subjective. Is this metal awesomeness or is this AI slop? That's up for you to decide. Another big positive here is the flow. Shots, in my opinion, on this table connect pretty smoothly. The ball moves quickly around the table and really feels clunky to me. It is the same kind of physics that you would find on other Magic Pixel tables. I actually like them, but if some people find it too bouncy, it's not going to be any different on this one. I do find that the game does have a satisfying flow and rhythm once you start learning the shot patterns. We talk about some of the negatives. This is going to be similar to some of the other EM Plus tables. But while I like this table quite a bit, I also feel like the EM Plus line is starting to feel a little too similar from release to release. If you've played the last few EM Plus tables from Magic Pixel, you're probably going to recognize a lot of the familiar design ideas here. Pacing, shot philosophy, rule structure does not dramatically separate from Star God EM Plus from other earlier releases. So while the table's fun, does not necessarily feel groundbreaking within the EM Plus lineup. And again, the AI generated artwork may be a downside for some players if they're using the AI art. If you're someone who strongly prefers hand-drawn or custom-made, artist-created pinball art, that could take away from the experience a little bit. Once again, artwork is subjective. Look at it, you make up your own mind. My final thoughts. At the end of the day, Star God EM Plus is still a really enjoyable pinball table. The strong SSF sound design, smooth gameplay flow, the super fun multi-ball action when you can get it to happen, which is magic. The mix of modern and classic mechanics make this an easy table for both beginners and wizards to pick up and keep playing. You might not reinvent the EM Plus formula, but if you already enjoy what Magic Pixel's been doing with this series, there's a very good chance you're going to have fun here too. I like the EM Plus tables a lot, so I like them all. I feel some have better flow than others. This one has a little bit better flow than the last tables that were released. Honestly, also, if the sci-fi cosmic theme clicks with you, the table becomes more enjoyable. You know, these EM Plus tables, you almost want to pick themes that you like because they're very similar. My final score is an 8.5 out of 10. Star God EM Plus delivers another solid entry in the EM Plus lineup. Excellent SSF audio. It has fun, flow, and accessible gameplay. If you enjoyed recent EM Plus tables, this one is definitely worth checking out. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to subscribe. Alrighty, well that was Star God. You saw the disconnect with the artwork. What do you think?
Do I like so I guess God could be plural. So maybe I don't know. But anyway,
it should be Star Goddess.
Yeah, but there's two gods, so a god.
Yeah, it is
you know,
confusing.
it could
Like
be-
the back glass and the play field are two different types of art.
Right.
If you look at when it, yeah.
It looks good. It's just you know, it's no Zen. It's really shitty news that Zen left. But and we don't have an announcement. We don't have any reaction from AtGames regarding that. So that's
No, we have a lot of.
delayed.
I disagree 100%. You're
You
talking
know,
about the Zen. We have 100% of a reaction that
No,
I would say
what I'm
is the
saying is
exact
from the
opposite.
company. I'm
We
saying
have
from
100%
AtGames.
reaction from AtGames and a 0% from Zen. That's what I
In
would
terms
say.
of what? Where do you see an AtGames announcement or a PR
When does the day go by they don't have another news announcement since
regarding Zen leaving?
No, as far as what they're going to do. I mean, AtGames has a lot of
Right,
things they're gonna do.
but they're not discussing because they owe it to whoever bought the TMNT during the holidays if Zen is coming or not, because they promised a lot. They promised an Adam's Family skin. You know, they assured you and all the influencers that Zen was coming, and now people are stuck with that thing.
I don't think they're stuck with it. It's still a good pinball machine. It's just we're
It's
not
still
going
a
to
good
get the Zen tables.
pinball machine, but it's
There's
not.
nothing
It's
wrong with
not.
the machine. I mean, it's a good machine.
But it's not. It's not what they were. You know.
Yeah. There was
what they were
definitely a
promising or
disconnect
alluding
between
to.
AtGames and Zen 100%, and definitely, they could have been more transparent. Both companies should have been more transparent about what was happening.
I think we saw it coming, but I think that AtGames needs to respond. Ending their partnership.
Yeah,
but other than that, I mean,
I think at this point, Zen is going to say once there's a certain date, they might pull the tables from the platform.
I think so
that's
too.
what they. But Zen is not doing well because look at all the consoles they just dropped. They dropped a bunch of consoles support for.
Well, see, that's the thing. So you did mention that.
Fired a lot of the tables that we love. They've fired the people or let go of the people that made the tables. So I mean, Zen, I don't think is doing fantastic. It's not like they're knocking it
just
off
to
the park.
rebuttal that, just to rebuttal, play devil's advocate. Even PlayStation is dropping PlayStation 4. Even these are older platforms that no one even plays.
That's why I'm so
anymore.
excited for the Neo Geo. This is exactly why I'm excited for this console.
Yeah, but the Neo Geo has nothing to do with that game.
It has 100% to do with what you just said. They're dropping support for the platform which I own, where I can buy pinball tables.
So
as a
you can
console.
buy, right, but it has nothing to do with
literally,
the company.
Literally, I'm
Right.
losing access to games, and if it was like the cartridge, eliminates that from ever happening. But AtGames has been responding. I mean, I'm not sure, how I feel about all the things they're choosing. I mean, one thing they did was they said they were going to poll the community for ideas for these different American Moments pinball tables. And let me pull this up real quick. I have something I want to show. By the way, tell me about this picture while I'm looking for the other one.
Oh, anyway, also I sent you a bunch of text photos that you can. Yeah, okay. So this was me yesterday at the mall.
Okay.
With my girlfriend. My girlfriend took a photo. This is the AMC. This is the Mortal Kombat 2 movie that came, that opening day. And do you see behind me? So this is like prime. This is the prime time. This is like after dinner. Okay. On opening day.
Yeah.
There was like no one going to this movie.
To the Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah, it was so disappointing that I'm not saying the movie was disappointing. I'm saying that it's disappointing that there
wasn't a big turnout. That what you saw.
It wasn't a big turnout, but maybe it's because it was a Thursday. But
yeah,
it was like it just seemed like.
Well, I watched the Retro Show. He said he liked the movie, which was if he says he likes it, it's probably pretty good. And I know,
but he's a crazy Mortal Kombat fan.
He's a huge fan of Mortal Kombat.
He's gonna love it no matter what.
Even more so, you would think if someone is a big fan of Mortal Kombat, if the movie wasn't good, they would be more likely to say and criticize it. I would think.
Right. I think I think they had fair criticisms about the movie. I think it was, but you know, we can't. They did a lot of fan service. It was a good movie. I actually worked with the one of the actors in that movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which one? Wasn't Carl? What's his name? Carl Urban? I don't even know that much about that movie.
No. I didn't work with Carl Urban. I worked with.
Is he in it? Carl Urban?
Yeah, it is Carl Urban.
Okay,
yeah.
He's in it. Okay.
Yeah, he's Johnny Cage. But then and they were actually, if you see the other photos, they're selling this merch there. Okay. So.
That's the only photo I could download. I'm sorry. I just didn't know you were coming on. Otherwise, I would have gotten.
Yeah, no. I apologize. No, I sent it right now.
Yeah.
I sent it right now. So there's 2 more photos. One of them is like a video. So I actually sent this for Kevin Rexer because AMC was having these. So they're crazy with this merch because the tickets alone are like, what are they, like $30 now?
Yeah,
just
it's pretty expensive to go see a movie anymore. I mean, that's why I don't think Hollywood's doing too great right now because, you know, it really needs to be an event to make you want to go to the movie theater anymore. You know,
it's got to be
it's got to be something you really love because it's not cheap to go to the movies. It's not affordable anymore.
And they definitely are, you know, profiting off of the merch. It's kind of like when you went to go get Happy Meals, you know, and you got your fast food cans, and you got.
But your Happy Meal product is like $40. $40.
You want a
popcorn
bucket? $50.
$50
Jesus
sound.
Christ. Oh my God. And it's like my girlfriend even said, like, honey, we can get you. I'll get you that Shao Kahn helmet on Temu for like $10.
Yeah. Well,
it's like all plastic, but it was cool. I mean, you know, I get the
excitement for it.
I get the excitement. If you could load it up, I don't know, but
I can't get the video. I can't get the things right now because it's hard for me to get them from my phone to the stream here.
Oh, okay.
But I'll pull them up and I can show them next show maybe.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
But you were talking about AtGames, but in Zen, I would say AtGames has responded. Zen has not been pretty much, their lips have been sealed. But AtGames did open up the where you could put VPX on the table. They made that free.
So on one hand, yeah, that was a great move, and they did listen to
I think AtGames' hands were tied so tight because of Zen. When they found out that someone was playing one of the pinball tables they offered to sell, they could get it for free on the table. So that's when I think AtGames switched to locking stuff down more, because the old AtGames was always very open, free, and connected. I mean, that was kind of what made AtGames popular, right? Things like coin ops, bring your own games, stuff like that is what made it popular. Think about when it changed. It changed when Zen entered the picture. That's when it changed, where things became locked down.
I think that we saw, like, there were a lot of warning signs when they started raising prices for Zen, you know, the tables versus the other platforms, you know, the layoffs at AtGames. Like, you saw a lot
layoffs
of,
are also for Zen. We could say the same exact thing. I mean, they let.
That's a different story. But Zen got bought out. See, that's a different thing. Zen got bought out. And Zen still has titles. AtGames doesn't have Zen, and therefore won't have Zen tables. So, you know, to say that Zen is in a worse off position than AtGames, that's I
would say they're both basically in a similar position. Both companies
I don't agree with that.
Both
I think
companies
that Zen is perfectly fine.
Yeah, both companies have laid people off.
AtGames has the hardware and logistics to deal with. You know, Zen just has to deal with licensing and software. So, you know, I don't think that Zen is in trouble at all. I think it's just.
I think Zen has had a problem putting anything onto a cabinet. The AtGames was their third try making a cabinet with Zen titles on it.
I think it's just like a cabinet.
Third try.
A digital pinball is just a niche kind of thing in general.
It's a small market, you know. And I think
it's not.
I love both companies, so I love both of them. Don't get me wrong. I love Zen Studios. I love AtGames, but you know,
whether you hate Zen or not, they have the licenses. So
they have a lot of good licenses. That's true.
They have the licenses, so you're stuck with them. Like you can't say
They have the Williams licenses. I mean, AtGames is going to have some Gottlieb licenses. But
I
yes,
will,
Zen has premium licenses, and they have tables, which a lot of the people that built the tables are gone from the company, but they do have good games that are in their platform that are excellent games. That's 100% true.
Well, we don't. I mean, are they gone? I don't see like you're saying that they were downsizing and everything, and I understand that, but they're downsizing.
Well, they got rid of like 30 people.
Because they got bought out.
Yeah, that's a lot of people, though. That's like
what happens? What usually happens when a company gets acquired is that they take the majority company that acquired that smaller company. They want to use their own developers. They don't want to use. You know what I mean? They have to downscale on developers. They can't just keep paying everyone. So that just usually happens when acquisitions occur and mergers occur. So, I don't think that's a sign of something bad happening. That's just normal.
I know profits. We fired 30 people, but profits are up. It's typical of big business. And
it's just if you have two businesses, you're gonna let go.
They get rid of people, and then they have record earnings because the products, a lot of the things are already developed.
Right.
But
I do think that AtGames did well by. I think they heard the community, feedback of, the strange move of doubling the price of OTG to 200. So they brought it back down to 100.
Well, I'm gonna go right now, and I'm gonna say it again. I've always said that OTG should be 100% free. It should cost nothing. It should be absolutely free.
It was.
It should be a draw to having an AtGames Pinball that you can do OTG, that you can do external applications, and that it's open, free, and connected for people that want to do emulation. To me, when I started with AtGames, the first thing that pulled me in was the ability to bring my own games, like enjoy the games that are there. But if you're so inclined, to figure it all out, and it was a lot to figure out. It's not an easy system to figure out how it all works, but you could actually play the games. But I think they need to go back to that hard if they want to be successful. And that, to me, that still includes making OTG free. I've always said that every time it's been brought up.
I think even before this whole pinball, right? Before the ALP, back when the company used to allow coin ops on ALU and just be that company where like you could just, you know what I mean? Like
Mikey, I'm going to tell you what I think. I honestly think coin ops and stuff like that is going to come back because they're going to unlock everything again.
I think they should never have strayed away from that. They should have been, they were like the champion of the home arcade community. They were doing well, even over Arcade 1UP. You know what I mean? Because
people wanted Zen. People
enjoyed AtGames because you can bring coin ops. You can do
open and connected system originally,
open source and everything. And when they started getting,
when they made the 4KP and they got Zen on board, that's when things changed. If you look at the history of AtGames, it changed when they got Zen. So
but it was up to them also to charge for to open up ports on their hardware.
Oh, I know. It's a double-edged sword,
And
we want the Zen tables.
PK should have also cultivated the community because it's like, you gotta unblock comments. You gotta have healthy discourse. You gotta allow people to.
Well, I have an opinion on that too.
Also.
Okay, let me have a chance to speak because you got a lot of chance to speak. Let me have a chance now.
Yeah.
I think they also tend to use Facebook the way that they use Facebook the way people should. They should make a web page. They're not really looking for feedback. They're looking to share their news without commentary. Okay, what they really should have is a web page, but they already have a big Facebook. So, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. In my opinion, they use their Facebook like their web page. When they have news, they announce it on Facebook. This is a fact. I cover AtGames.
Right.
And that is a bad platform to be doing that because it's not a free and open forum. They just want to announce their articles and their pieces of news without commentary. That's not really what Facebook is. So I'm going to argue that I think it's a mismatch between the content and the way they're releasing it. What they really should do is make a web page with that information. But for some reason, that's how they do it.
what I was trying
Say
to
what you have
also
to say.
say, well, I was trying to say also that I think and Tomato Grass is the person who kind of started this, is that they had such a great opportunity to cultivate the AtGames community and start. It doesn't take much for them to do these tournaments that we were doing. I mean, there's so much excitement with tournaments on AtGames, right?
Oh,
So
I agree. I agree.
they should have cultivated that.
They have
with the
cultivated. They
community.
have the IFPA tournaments, which are great, and anyone can.
They kind of got rid
anyone-
of that, right?
Actually, they increased it because now it doesn't matter which pinball machine you have, you can play. All their devices can play. They made it bigger. I would say the opposite is true.
I think people start like I don't know exactly what happened, but people stopped participating in that. I don't know what they did.
Which
or
people
something.
you talking about?
Is it
YouTubers?
because
You
no,
talking about-
like Tomato Grass
They
and
have,
all the
they have a lot of people playing.
I think it's because they did make it because they did make it
More competitive.
for the ELPHD.
They made
and
it more
no, I'm saying
competitive
because
they added a
joined
lot more players to the pool. They went from having
you can use
playing
any
against 50 players to playing against thousands.
but you can use any of their products.
Yes.
It's not just the ALP4K. It's all different types of devices.
It's all of them together. So you got to be the best on all of them. So
I
it's
think
more
that's a
challenging.
negative, but you're saying that's a positive.
That's a positive. If you want competition, if you want to be the best of them all. I think it's fantastic. It's a bigger pool of players. It's more engagement.
I think it's
more community.
I think
before it was too small because not everyone had a 4KP. It was like the same 25, 30, 50 players playing. But by doing that, they increased the player pool and they made it a bigger competition. That's just my opinion on that particular subject.
Right. Are they still running? Are they going to be able to still run tournaments?
The next season just started, season 3. Yeah.
No, I'm saying, are they still going to be, with Zen leaving, are they still going to be able to run these tournaments?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Or is it just going to be Magic? Is it going to be Magic Pixel?
It's going to be AtGames Originals and AtGames tables on the tournament. That's what they have.
So no, but no Zen, right?
It never was Zen. It was only when it first started. It was Zen. This whole season, it's been Magic Pixel, and it's actually been better. There's more people playing. That's my opinion.
So people
as a player, someone that played every week, there's more people playing. There's more competition.
So people enjoy Magic Pixel over Zen. Is that?
I'm not saying that. I'm not looking to get an argument about AtGames.
No,
I'm just saying that as a player, I see more people playing. People that do play enjoy it, and it's more open than it ever was. So I think it's a good thing. I mean, the 4KP is 10% of their player base. 10%. So that means 90% were left out, Mikey. If you put Zen tables on there, that's a problem because 90% of the people can't play them.
Right. So, but that also does.
That's just giving in to the 10%.
Part of the reason. But that also does explain part of the reason why Zen left, also because it's they didn't sell too many ALP.
Oh no, it's not because of tournaments. I guarantee you, Zen didn't leave because
the products that they sold.
It wasn't because they weren't running tournaments on Zen tables.
No. I'm saying because of the amount of products that they sold.
I don't think the player base is what it was as big as they were hoping for it to be, for sure. 100%,
Right.
But they have been making some changes. They've been doing some stuff that's out of the box. I mean, I think at this point, AtGames, hopefully the VPX comes and it's going to be fun and a lot of people are going to enjoy that. They're doing this thing.
Did you hear anything from PK or from AtGames about the new flagship, the 3000? Are they still doing that?
I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that at all. I've not even talked to them about that. I know they've released this. You might get a kick out of this. American Moments. They did a poll where you could vote on these different tables for them to develop. I'm going to read through some. You tell me. We have this American Revolution. Civil War. That sounds pretty good. I'm checking on that one. World War I and World War II, I'll give that one a check. Route 66.
See, I have absolutely no interest in any of these.
National, okay. I mean, I think certainly a war theme tables could be cool. A 1776 American Revolution table could be cool.
So who's
I'm not too
developing
into
these?
these. These are going to be developed by AtGames.
Okay, well,
Let's see.
I
From sea to signing sea, national museums, neighborhood playgrounds, cars, drive-ins, and fast foods. Okay, here's one for you, Mikey. American quilts and coverlets. That's the one you're
quilts.
like. American quilts and coverlets.
Yes, I do knitting in my off time.
The Bill of Rights. First astronauts. Moon landing. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna click on moon landing. Apollo 13 is good. Space shuttle. Voyager. I don't know. Rovers. Hubble and Webb. Skylab and ISS. International Space Station. So anyway, let me get that off the screen. So that's one thing they're doing. They're gonna develop these tables. My opinion of AtGames right now, Mikey, for them to make it, they need to go all in with Magic Pixel. That means they need to update all the tables to the newest artwork. They got to get all the newest stuff that Magic Pixel has. They got to mix it up too. Like, I don't want to see like these American history games all next year as what they release.
You want to play pinball with quilts?
No. But I think the National Rivers table looks pretty cool. It would be like a Huckleberry Finn theme, and that could be pretty cool. But
is that PK?
That's PK right there.
PK, come on, PK.
We get to pick the 13th. I'm picking National Rivers. That's what I'm picking. But anyway, I would say that both, I think at least AtGames has responded. Zen is the one that has not responded. They've not given a clear answer as to when the tables will be removed from AtGames, or they're the ones that have been radio silent throughout this whole thing.
I think the best case scenario is that this was a contract negotiation move, and that for the new flagships that they're supposedly coming out with, and the HD already came out. So these new systems or whatever, these Gen 2s that they came out with, hopefully this is just a negotiation tactic on Zen's part, and they're kind of being dicks by doing that because they want to renegotiate a contract that's more lucrative on their part. So that's the best case scenario, I think.
Yeah. Well, I'm all just for having pinball, Get me more pinball. I'm all for just having pinball. So, if that Zen and AtGames can work it out, that's good. AtGames is going to develop original pinballs. That's good. I think the VPX could be a saving grace if that becomes where it's easy enough that the average person can put tables on the machine.
But the thing is VPX, are they going to be able to, like, if let's say AtGames, does a firmware update, is VPX or whatever, or OTG going to be, you know what I mean? It's like they're not helping in terms of like making that compatibility happen. So you don't know, how that's going to work.
Yeah,
out.
I mean, there's always a chance that, you don't know. That's the future, but that's the future we're sitting in right now with AtGames, I mean, certainly if you already have a 4KP, you should have probably, I have all the Zen tables. Now, I reviewed them, but if I wouldn't have reviewed them, I would have bought them. I love the Zen tables, but, at this point, I think they're making different plans to move forward. So we'll see what they come out with, but it's been exciting.
I implore PK, hey, whatever you can do, like you got to figure out the numbers and try to, whatever was ruptured between Zen and
I don't think there's a relationship there to salvage, but we'll see. I hope so, but I wouldn't really count on it at this point.
You never know. Money
never
talks.
Know. You never know. Money does talk. That is true. But anyway, it was good to see you, Mikey.
It was good to see you, bro.
That was actually my last bit of news. But once again, I just want to say what I would like to see is I want to see them update the art to match what is available on Steam with Magic Pixel. I would like to see that done sooner rather than later, because that would make the tables that are already on the system better.
Right.
And I would like to see them being more inclusive of the content that Magic Pixel and Zaccaria offers. For example, there's some tables like Chernobyl and the oh man, I can't remember now. It's the 20s one, the 20s gangster game. I can't. It's my Dead something, I think. But
it's called Guns and Quilts.
It's not called Guns and Quilts. But what I'm saying is there's things that AtGames should have that Zaccaria has that they have not gotten, especially the table art upgrades and especially some of the other properties they have. So I would like to see AtGames reach out and get some of those. But Dead Aces, that was the name. But
by the way, did you get my package that I sent you? The Chiba?
No.
I sent you a Beetlejuice Chiba. Your girl's green hair.
I didn't get it.
You didn't get it yet?
I never got it. How long ago?
I gotta check my trash.
I never got it.
I got a fucking Beetlejuice. I got you a big Beetlejuice. Like,
oh wow,
his head and is this?
It's a chia pet.
But it's a chia pet, but it's his green hair.
Oh, it's his hair. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was sick.
Oh, that is sick. That's sick. Well, thank you. I can't wait. Hopefully, it shows up in the mail. But anyway, it's good to see you. We'll talk offline.
We'll talk offline.
AtGames, let's get all the Magic Pixel, and I keep saying Magic Pixel because that's what they call it when it moves to AtGames. They don't call it Zaccaria as much, but Zaccaria has some great things that AtGames still does not have. That would be something that would be good to have.
One thing that I want to ask you though, has anyone, the regulars, the community, has anyone said to you? I know people are putting their tables offline and all this stuff, right? Like has anyone said to you that they're going to sell their, as a result of this?
I haven't heard anyone saying they're going to sell their machine. I mean, certainly, it's up to you whether you want to, I love the pinball machine. I play it all the time. It's still my most played thing in my arcade. But you got to remember, I'm a fanatic. I'm in the top 10 players in the world, Mikey. I love playing. Yeah. I love playing the game, I enjoy chasing the leaderboards every week. It's exciting. And if you, even if you don't do that, for $250, you can be on the AtGames platform. That's quite the value anymore. When you look at consoles and getting into something, to be able to get into something at that low price, I think it's a good thing. But
no, it is.
We'll talk a little bit offline, but thanks everyone for watching. We'll be back again next week.
Thanks for having me. Sorry for the last
Stick around, Mikey. I want to talk to you.
All right.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna put on we're gonna close it out though.
Well, Papa Brad's a game man. He's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retro and the old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the AtGames Pinball board with the Atari 2600. Your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a lover of the classics, the sound of pixelated beats. Late nights at the arcade with every game defeat. But he'll keep on pushing till he's reached that final stage. Papa Brad's the gaming legend. His passion never fades. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school rolling. From the classic arcades to the AtGames Pinball board with the Atari 2600. Your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay